and welcome back. Picking where we left off last time in Factorio, where we're still trying to improve Fulgora. I think it's working. I think it's getting better. We're making different problems. Every time we fix a problem, we make a different problem. Okay. Then 2 turbines. This point we're up to... We're only putting out 8.9 instead of 103? It says it should output more. Oh, it might be based on the temperature. That's fair. So we don't have enough fuel, then it starts to cool down. Okay. Okay, middle of the night when we have all the power we can store. That's something I should swap over to maybe using is substations. Yeah. They're not too expensive here because we got red circuits coming out of the scrap. Where do those substations go? Yeah, there. Let me just grab all the space that we just put in the grid and just tile it with accumulators. Jump some of the green trees. quality module the quality module maker, so the quality module makes better quality modules. Okay. So how goes Fulgora Science? We don't got any bottlenecks, that's good to see. So either we're using all the stuff quickly enough, or we're stockpiling it quickly enough. Still not necessarily getting a great amount of output of Fulgora Science. At least on this end of our hypothetical bus, we're belt limited, I think. Yeah, we're belt limited. Don't quite have 1,000 on the planet. Getting real close to 1,000 on the planet. We have a decent number of those on the planet. That's nice to know. Where's 7 blue? Okay. Some productivity modules. This will be one way to increase the yield of various things. Granted, at the cost of making it slow. Oh, I suppose the bulk vessel's in orbit. Do you have more? You do have more logistic robots. Toss another 50 logistic robots overboard, please. Oh, we've backed something up. What backed up? The batteries. Okay. I can work with the batteries being backed up. That's workable. We're gonna need set up like this one, I think. So we're not just immediately dumping, trashing, whatever you want to call it. The all the inputs, batteries. Okay, battery recipe. We're always not getting the sulfuric acid back out, but we'll get the copper and the iron back out. We'll get the copper and iron back out. Okay. Okay, we're out of type of chest. Swap you steel for a moment. Okay, it's enough probably to swap over back to passive provider. Okay, so that will buffer the copper and the iron. Oh, we got predictor speed modules. So let's delete the circles over here. Speed module keys. There we go. And then surplus gets scrapped. That works well. Okay, so that's fixed that bottleneck, which just kicks it to a different location. That's good to see. Okay, so we're at the point where we just need to get stuff off the planet. That's where we are. Blue and you are shipping the junk off planet buttons. Okay. Oh, and probably wanting to build a rocket fuel faster. Yeah, let's just. I've researched glyph explosives, haven't I? What are we missing for glyph explosives? One use of it, at least. Calcite. Okay, so that's probably not happening there. Two more launch pads is not too hard of an ask, I think. Space. Concrete. Well, we make concrete, so that's not hard. Spec engine is probably the hardest bit, actually. blue steel. $100 pipe. Which I have to manually make, but that's not too bad. Then 1,000 concrete. Oops. Steel, okay. Now we're just short the engine units, okay. Okay, let's speed those up. Oh no, we got productivity in those. Which makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Speed might still be an improvement here. At least on the input. There we go. It's back for the moment. Because it'll stop when we got 208 exactly. Oh, can I abort you? No, that's going to be somewhat annoying. Okay, just waiting on engines. We'll have triple the lift-off capacity here. Let's get 20 of those on the U now. Not necessarily going to make big dent in the shipping supplies. Not that we necessarily need a big dent in the shipping supplies. What do we... Oh no, actually no we do. We need to probably spend the low density structure. Or we need to do more of cracking of it as well. Okay. Okay, and you make 3 outputs, making everything much more complicated. Um... Alright, so we need like 2 of you. Okay. Almost done. 23 more of those to go. It's not the one we're looking for, that one. You're launched, so let's ship you back to Novice. Okay, so that's moving the car. We shall let this other stuff come out. So I'm backed up. It's now blue territory as well. It's gonna have the problem. Okay. Okay, let's swap you over quickly to speed. Okay, now we're back to holding on blue modules. For the moment, I'm just going to nick a couple of these. Just to make the whole thing run a bit longer before it becomes a problem again. You want to steal 200 concrete, please. I don't even want these to run efficient anymore because we've got the stuff to launch with them, so they can be inefficient. They can be incredibly inefficient. Just make them fast. So you break down the red and green. Place where I break down red and green, or well, I probably have a place where I break down red already. So you're the red coming in. Apparently my red doesn't go anywhere because we just haven't been making enough yet, but that's not gonna hold. Okay, and that got it out of the issue temporarily. Okay. That's not an issue yet, but that's going to become an issue, and when it does... What is red made out of? Didn't I just make that? No. Well, kind of. What this is, basically, with the exception that instead of steel, you get copper cable, or instead of steel and copper, you get copper cable and green. Okay. So it's that mess of a solution. Copper wire. Okay, then that will roughly work. So then we that portion to go. Oh, wait, no, I need to want to preserve any of that. We need to copy all of that. Do we have the space? No. So let's copy the preservation portion first. That at least kicks the can down the road. Yeah, we got launch potential here. Maybe don't have... The biggest struggle here is generating enough stuff productively to make the holonium we need. To make the science to have the stuff we want to ship. Alright, now down just to the cliff explosive. Okay. So yeah, that filtering should work when we have a red problem. If we ever truly get to a red problem. No, it's just kicking the can down the road because we're gonna have a different problem at that point. And we're gonna need to do the same thing again for the blue. And made the spaghetti. Okay. I think I've almost got something that will at least suppress the situation from getting out of control more. Oh, actually, I suppose with the blue we only got 2 outputs. I've set it up to accept 3. That's green and red. So technically you should be the red, right? Yeah. Okay. So, bottlenecks have been de-bottlenecked. For now. Until the bottlenecks move to the next rung in the bottleneck, yeah. Productivity. It does make sense to productivity these. Oh, no. Productivity. Can only be used in intermediate products. Those aren't intermediate products. That's fine. Those are final products as well. Okay. It's running. It's not too backed up. And we got no complaints, so I think we're good here. At least as good as we can be here. 422 and 471. Yeah, okay. So it's definitely going faster with Fulgora Insights. Received a shipment of 3,000 of those. We could ship up more of both of those. But I don't think we necessarily need to. So, back to Novice. And then on Novice, I'm pretty sure it's the space science, keeping the science slow. Oh, that is going to be the problem we're going to run within all the Fulgora science that we're interested in. So your space, your space. Oh, we're not building that anytime soon. That requires superconductors. So that's more polonium. That's not great. We do want to put that in the queue though. Presumably. Shields, mech armor, quali 3, Tesla towers. Okay. And then that's all the stuff we needed the Fulgora science necessarily for. Next up on improving our science production, we'll probably be going over to gleba. So, I've been letting this episode go a bit long. I think the next step is to get off the planet. So we can go over to gleba, and hopefully I've developed as enough planet that we can let the robots sort stuff out from orbit. Or remotely. Oops. Want to leave stuff behind, I gotta not have the inventory assigned to immediately add it back to me. Okay. So yeah, you're not quite back in Novice. Once things get back in Novice, we're going to chuck the Metallurgical down to Novice, then have it come pick us up. So we're going to end that episode when that gets here, or when we get loaded onto it, which shouldn't really take any time at all, because we got three launch sites ready to launch when it gets here. The accumulator is basically empty. Okay. We are still getting just enough during the night to get the accumulators full. So I suppose we should do another round while we're waiting for the waiting for our ship to pick us up. Do another round of passing out more accumulators. we got another 50 stack in here. There we go. So we'll see if we can actually get the full power on the next day, or next night. You're at the planet, so chuck the electrical overboard, and then come pick us up. Oops, sorry about the mic boop. So, accumulators have run empty. See how long the period is until here comes the lightning. Okay, it does look like we're going to hit full charge before the night ends. Almost. No, we're hitting full charge. Okay. A bit probably there where we were thinking like, oh, almost is. We do have higher quality accumulators out there, and they have a little bit higher capacity storage, right? So rare is triple capacity. But not triple in out, right? So you here yet? You are here. No. You're ready to move. And then on Novice, we are Space Science Limited. We have a little bit of electromagnetic. We don't actually have enough electromagnetic, so we'll have to ship over the next... Oh, well, no, I forgot, we got the buffer that is the belt all the way out to the sciences, so we maybe actually have enough. Interesting curve. Oh, I see. So the interest in the curve comes from the fact that I do store up steam during the night. We don't make enough heat. We don't make enough steam to run this number of boilers. Yeah, we aren't making steam fast enough apparently. To run the boilers at steam turbines at full speed. And the steam starts to pile up during the night. once these need to stop running. Once these are fully charged, okay. And the next stop is gleba, which is a whole crazy can of worms. Probably when we go back to doing gleba science and gleba, we're actually going to do it on gleba. We'll probably ship into gleba instead of shipping gleba elsewhere. I think that will be the next stream. What we got tech-wise? Oh, we got a low density structure here. If I wanted the science to stack up, let's swap it a low density structure for a moment. Let the science stack up. Space science stack up. Okay, almost here. Yeah, pulling 170 something science per minute on Novice when we've not bound by the shores of space science. Has arrived, so let's launch ourselves, not in that rocket apparently, to space. There we go. Up in space. Ready to head out to gleba for the next episode. So I hope everyone has been enjoying. Let this part go way too long, but I think we pretty much are done with Fulgora for the moment. I think at least at this point it should be able to vaguely hold itself together. We'll see how well it does that. And with the next one, we'll go over to gleba, and not promising gleba gets anywhere near as functional as Vulcanus or Fulgora. The whole spoilage mechanic is not necessarily an easy thing to work with. Though apparently I did get it automated enough to be stable, so it might just be micromanaging the biochambers, make sure they don't spoil and make pentabog eggs when we don't want them, while we do the sciences we need to do there. So that's what we're going to go there to do next. Maybe I might try to import some better modules and stuff to help. And of course that will be next time. So I hope you've all been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, the next part should probably be up for you by tomorrow, because we recorded 5 parts tonight, so that gives me 5 days to record the next set of 5 parts. If you're watching Twitch, the next stream will be in 5 days. well, the next stream of Factorio will be in 5 days. I do stream 5 different games on a on a cycle of 5 games. So there should be stuff up to watch if you're interested in watching stuff that are different, of course. So until then, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.